This last hour, the King has had this meeting with Prince Harry. Now, we knew that the King had personally told close relatives of his diagnosis, so speaking to not just his 3 siblings, but of course his 2 sons as well. And then the news from California that Prince Harry had had conversations with his father and was now planning to come to the UK in the coming days. He made that flight today, landing this afternoon and making his way straight to central London, straight to Clarence House, where he no doubt sat down with the King, and it was about 45 minutes the two were having that meeting. Remember, Harry is very much removed from royal life, isn't he? Removed perhaps from a lot of his family as well, but this is definitely a significant moment. Who knows what it means when it comes to the restoration of repairing relations between the two, but it is a significant moment. So the King back towards Norfolk, we think. He is an outpatient at the moment, undergoing treatment following his cancer diagnosis. So whether or not he will return to London to receive more treatment as part of that course, we don't know. Because remember, the palace all along has been saying that we're giving you some details, but some things are going to stay private. So when it comes to what kind of cancer the King has, what stage the cancer is at, and what kind of treatment he's having, we're not being told for now those details.
Laura, what does this diagnosis mean for other members of the royal family?
Well, we know that the King can carry on with constitutional business, so the red boxes, all that state paperwork he has, he can hold the Privy Council meetings online. That was very much set up with the late Queen during COVID, and his weekly audiences with the Prime Minister can take place in person or over the phone. It's the public-facing engagements he's had to cancel or postpone. So when he's out and about sort of meeting people, and that's following the advice of his doctors, very much, I think, an infection prevention step there. So when it comes to those sorts of engagements, we know Prince William, the Prince of Wales, can take over some of those duties from his father. He hasn't been seen out and about following his wife, the Princess of Wales' surgery, abdominal surgery. He was helping support her while she was in hospital for those 2 weeks, and then while she settles back at home in Windsor. But he is expected to resume duties tomorrow, and then, like I say, will take perhaps over some of the King's planned engagements. The Princess Royal, Princess Anne, has been on engagements today. She's had a busy day today. We will probably see more of that later. And the Queen, Camilla, taking, involved in engagements last week, 4 days of engagements, and the plan very much for her to carry on. So we won't see the King. Obviously, we won't see Kate either. But I think the family trying where they can to fill some of those gaps and support the King as much as possible.
And Laura, quite a lot of interest in the statement itself yesterday, and what information it contained, and whether or not we will get more information about the King's cancer, what kind of cancer it is, for example.
Yeah, and lots of questions as to why we haven't had more details about this. Look, I think this is a lot more information than we would ever have received with the late Queen. So I think already we are seeing, under this new reign, a much more open approach to sort of sharing the information. It was clear from the prostate diagnosis, the King was keen to share that diagnosis, to encourage other people to get themselves checked, to try and raise awareness, and was said to be encouraged and delighted that he had had that positive public health impact. And I think, again, sharing his cancer diagnosis is a big step. As for the details, of course, this is a very private matter. This has all happened as a result of the procedure he had on an enlarged prostate. So, he's probably still coming to terms with his diagnosis. As to how much more information he may share down the line, well, that will be a decision he will take. But I think lots of people, he's revealed this much information in the hope that there won't be speculation. But nonetheless, I think there has been speculation, and who knows, we may well get more information as his treatment progresses. But for now, as we've been saying, we don't know what kind of cancer he has, or indeed what treatment he is undergoing.